Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Taryn and you're watching Sew in the City on YouTube. First, I want to thank you for being here with me today. So today I'm just going to do a quick video, just basically giving you a tour of the garden, and I'll show you what's been growing so far and what we're still waiting to grow for us. So yeah, but before we get started, I want you to like, comment, and subscribe, okay? Thank you so much. Let's get started. So we'll start right here with this area. I'll start with this bed first. This bed, I think I'm gonna make some changes to it because these are onion plants and strawberry plants. Now my onions are doing excellent. As you can see, that onion is doing wonderful. I'm very happy about it. But the strawberries, while they are producing strawberries for us, I realized that I don't really like this particular variety of strawberry, and that's just because they're just really small. It's not because they're not sweet. They're very sweet, but they're quite small. And so I'm gonna go ahead and take these out tomorrow. Not the onions, just the strawberry plants, and I'm gonna put in maybe some chickpea plants or something like that. We'll see. But I'm very happy about that onion. And as you can see, we have some nice what kind of flowers? Zinnias. I think these are zinnias. We have some beautiful zinnias here that just helps attract pollinators. And then this bed right here, this is our sweet potato bed. And as you can see, I had to put some powder on the leaves, some of the leaves, because there's just something is eating these leaves. I'm not sure what it is, but I'm just trying to stay on top of that. But these are going to be sweet potatoes, and I'm so excited. Eventually, these will become flowers. They'll become sweet potato flowers, and they'll be so. No, that is not good. That little white moth that you see is not good for the garden. Oh my god. Ugh, it basically lays eggs that turn into worms. So that lets me know more powder is going to go all over this bed tomorrow. Okay, but those are the sweet potatoes. And we can come over here. That ugly moth is still around here. Ugh, ugh. Not good for the garden, guys. Anyway, this is a butternut squash. I'm going to take that small one out because we don't need that many in one bag. But this is our first time trying to grow butternut squash. Don't know what it's going to turn out, but hey, it's growing good so far. These are some tomatoes. I think these is I think it's called Sweet 100. That's the type of tomato that I saw online from other gardeners. They said it's really sweet and it's disease resistant. And you know what? I believe that because the plant is looking pretty good so far, knock on wood. And we've had lots of rainy days, and it's looking pretty good. And these are what we call sweet bell peppers. So just I only planted red, orange, and yellow. So these are probably red, and that one's a yellow one. I know for sure because for some reason the yellow bell peppers just have a different look than the red bell peppers. They have a completely different look as far as the plant goes. But this is another Sweet 100 tomato plant, doing quite well. And I'm gonna have to put some more powder on these bell pepper plants too because something is eating probably because of that nasty cabbage moth. But we can go ahead and look at this bed. And lots of peppers. You know what? It's mostly peppers and tomatoes. Obviously, that's a huge tomato plant, really big. It's probably 2 plants in there. I put too many seeds in one hole. It's in one spot. That is a bell pepper plant. It's probably a red one. This is a jalapeno plant, and we'll get some jalapenos soon because there's some little, some little bulbs right there. More bell peppers. Now those weird looking leaves right there, those are actually carrots, and I probably need to harvest them soon. Okay, it's probably time to harvest those carrots. I'm gonna have to do that tomorrow night. It's getting quite hot, and carrots don't really prefer all this humidity. And real quick, this might be hard to see this, but those are some celery right there. Right there and right there. That's gonna be celery. So again, that's my first time trying to grow some celery, so we'll see how that goes. And real quick, I'll just take you to this bed right here. This is my dad's bed. Now his strawberries are divine. They are delicious and sweet and big. I think we harvested them Well, he harvested them this morning, so you can't see them now, but they're just so delicious and very large. Again, this is a bell pepper plant, just a regular red bell pepper plant, red and or orange. This is another tomato plant. I have to get a cage for this. Now this sage, my goodness, this will have to be harvested soon. We're gonna harvest this so that we can dehydrate it and put it in our meats and potatoes. Like, sage works well with meat and stuff. So this is our squash area. As you can see, we do have a trellis on it, but I completely made a mistake. I forgot that it even needed a trellis. So the trellis went on quite late, and we weren't able to get some of the big leaves in the actual holes before they grew. So some of them are starting to break off. Not break off, but like the stem is starting to, bend, because they just don't have support. But the top leaves do have support, so that's good. But if you can see here, we have lots of squash, I think they call them squash blossoms. By the way, these are edible. You can eat the squash blossoms. But look, there's a squash. Is that not amazing? That's a squash. We have a squash, and I'm so happy. And we'll get some more squash soon too, so I'm really happy about that. Now, right there, that is a green bean plant. Grows so fast. In fact, this is really big. I should have got this the other day. But we'll water that. But this right here, this is just more beans. There's a mixture of green beans and black-eyed peas here. Those are black-eyed peas. You can tell they're black-eyed peas because they change color when they're ready to be harvested. So of course, some of these need to be harvested for real. So that's a mixture. And this bed is also a mixture of beans and cucumbers. Now listen here. I don't know if this is a good idea or a terrible idea, but I thought I would put 3 cucumber plants, okay, in a bed next to each other. And I thought that it would be good to put it over this trellis, because I was like, hey, it's just gonna climb the trellis and maybe come back down. I don't know what I was thinking. Either way, it's going every which way. It may even come over here, whatever, but it's growing. It looks good and healthy, knock on wood. And we have lots of flowers. We have small cucumbers like all around. You kind of have to just look at them. They're just like all around. So, but hey, it's looking pretty good so far. So, there's that freaking beetle. There's the beetle. Wait a minute. I have to freaking...
Let me see where it is. He's climbing on the leaf. You have to get him.
Squish him, squish him, squish him.
There he is, right there.
Where'd you go? Pretty freaking wet.
Probably down on the ground.
That freaking beetle.
No.
That was a beetle, everybody. That was not a ladybug. I saw it on TikTok. I don't know where it freaking went, but it makes these little ugly holes in your cucumber plants. And if you look at your plants and you're like, why are there these ugly holes in my cucumber plants? Because that freaking ladybug beetle. Anyway, back to the cucumbers. They're looking good, really healthy. I don't know how the vine is gonna work, but we'll see. Okay, now moving along, we have some black-eyed peas. They're really good and healthy. They're getting out of control too, but that's okay. Moving on, something is eating through this leaf. Gotta put some powder right here too. These are all green beans. Those will be green beans. I don't think any other plants actually have green beans yet, but I haven't done my due diligence and looked through all of them, so I will do that tomorrow. I don't think so. Now this right here, y'all, okay. My dad and I just want a watermelon, okay? We just want a watermelon, and you can tell that we want a watermelon because we have 4 different buckets of melons, okay? And we're trying. But first of all, spring kind of got off to a slow end, meaning that it started to get warm at the end of spring, and then it got very chilly, and then it got warm again. And we think that did affect the growth process of our melons, because even though it's warm right now and the weather is perfect, they have not changed from the size, y'all, for weeks. They have not moved, not even slightly. So what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna get a grow bag out here, take this one away, put a grow bag right there, and plant some more watermelons, and I'm gonna see if there's a difference in between planting them in buckets and planting them in grow bags, because I don't really know. Now this one, I'm so proud of this peach tree because we have one big old peach right there. And this variety is, oh God, what is this variety? Red Haven, I think? Red Haven? That's a June Gold Peach variety. Oh, okay. That's a June Gold Peach variety. So, it should be good. I remember that where I purchased it from, I made sure that whichever variety I got was sweet. I know that for a fact. But we're really proud of this tree because it survived a very difficult winter. By difficult, I mean it got down to 19 degrees at once. And this stayed outside the whole time. And it's still giving us a peach. We're very happy about it. We are very happy about it. Now this peach tree, we got this from a local nursery. So we got this from not too far from our house. And it's doing very well. This variety is an Alberta variety. It's also very sweet. And as you can see, look at all those peaches. We're just so happy about this. And as you can see here, we have more fruit trees, so I'll quickly go over what all of them are. This is an avocado tree. It will continue to get bigger. Of course, it's quite small right now. You know, I don't, of course, it doesn't have any fruit right now, but it's getting more flowers by the day, and I'm very happy about that. This is a blueberry bush. I can't find it right now, but there was one blueberry on here, literally just one. I can't find it right now, but it's on here somewhere. It's on here somewhere. And these are all citrus. Okay, so one of them's an orange, one of them's a lemon, and one of them's like a lemon lime combined. So that's what these are all. They're all citrus, like our citrus area. That was like a transplanted avocado. So basically my dad got an avocado from the store and he propagated it, which means he put the seed in some water and the seed grew roots. So then we took those roots and put them in a small pot and then put them in this pot. For some reason, it got transplant shocked when we put them in this larger pot, so it died. So now we might get a cherry tree to put right there. And then right here, this is a plum tree. And this is a apple tree. This is an apple tree. So yeah. Again, no fruit on these yet, but that's okay. But they're still looking healthy. So, gotta be patient. And we're gonna keep them watered very well. Now these right here, okay, so the tomatoes. Okay, so we had a slight issue, if you will, with some of our tomatoes. What happened was, I told my dad to spray the garden with some weed blocker, which I regret, but it's okay. We did that, and then we covered it with some, well actually no, he just sprayed it with a weed blocker, and then that was it. Well, that was kind of a mistake because we had what you call herbicide drift, which means the weed blocker basically got into the roots of the buckets and got into the tomato plants, and some of the tomato plants weren't healthy anymore. So we had to replace about 6 of them. These we were able to keep, and they're doing pretty well. They look quite healthy, which is good. That one at the end, I'm not sure if it's healthy, so I'm just gonna go ahead and replace that. But these look pretty good. These were grown from seed. These are some raspberries. I think those are gonna be ready soon, so I'm gonna harvest them. This is another tomato plant, of course. Now this pepper plant, I might have to get rid of that. I don't know what's wrong with it. It has not grown even slightly yet. I don't know. I'm just being honest, it hasn't. But this is doing really well. Cause look, it's a bell pepper. It's a bell pepper. But yeah. And look. Sunflower. And would you believe that my dad and I did not plant these sunflower plants? We did not plant not one. They came up in the garden, and here they are. So very nice. These are doing really well. More tomato plants. These are mostly Roma varieties, okay, for the most part. Roma varieties. So yep. And you don't have to walk all the way over to that side of the garden, but I'll give you a big just a group explanation of what that is. That is going to be a pollinator-friendly garden space. Now, we have that sunflower, which is really good in itself. But I wanted to have another section. So what I have over there is more sunflowers. And I basically got these seed packets that, it's just called a pollinator seed packet. So it has all kinds of flowers in there. I don't even know what all was in there. But I just put the seeds in each of those cinder block holes. And they all are starting to pop up, which is great. And then you can see there's more tomatoes down there, which is really great. And I think I have one eggplant down there. So, yeah. So, but that's it for now. So, the garden it's just now starting to, you know, come alive and produce fruit for us after a long winter. I'm very grateful. So, I'll keep you updated. But for now, if you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching Sow in the City's YouTube channel. I'll see you next time.